Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm here to do an episode review for Nisekoi episode 10. Now, Nisekoi episode 10, it starts off with Chitoge and Raku sitting there talk. They see each other in the beginning of the day, and Raku can't help but to see Chitoge and once he sees Onodera basically in their mostly naked form they seen in the hot springs. So he actually tries to avoid Onodera, but for some reason he tries to talk to Chitoge. But Chitoge kind of avoids him off, and he thought maybe only it was only his heart that was racing, that he was like feeling weird about it. But really, Chitoge was too, but she didn't want to show it because she's got this strong. Well, she wants to look strong, I guess. But anyway, they proceeded on to do something called a test of courage, which is basically there's a box for boys and a box for girls, and everybody has their name in there. The girl would draw from the box of boys' numbers, and the boys would draw from the box of the girls' numbers. And whichever numbers pair have to go through the test of courage, which is basically a walk through the woods with a bunch of people trying to scare you, and you're holding hands with the number your opposite sex gained. And basically, lucky enough, Onodera got 12 and so did Raku, so they were actually going to go into the wilderness together, but, well, Chitoge got Raku's best friend, which is the way it was planned out anyway, but one of the teachers got sick, and Chitoge went over there to talk to the, well, she went over there and noticed that one of them was sick, and she was asked to play the role of the ghost. And when she did, she was scared. She's scared of the dark, so she went out there and she was trying to flip her flashlight on and off, but the teachers didn't give her any batteries for her flashlight, so she was stuck out in the wilderness alone in the dark with no light. And she sat there. She had to sit there for a minute bearing it out, but then they told Ichigo, I said Ichigo, Ichijo, finally that she was out there in the wilderness. I mean, they didn't really straight up tell him; they kind of overheard it. And then Raku obviously knew that he was scared of the dark, so he had to give up his time with Onodera to go save her. And then all of a sudden, Chitoge's like, "Call me by my first name, not the last name," which means obviously she's feeling more intimate for Raku, and it seems though Raku's kind of feeling the same way, but he still got that strong affection for Onodera, so we don't really know which way it's gonna go in then, right now. But the feelings are definitely building up between Raku and Chitoge, and she finally makes it back at the end of the episode, and then Onodera forgave him for ditching out on her, and that's about the end of the episode. As far as character progression goes, it gets a 10 out of 10 for this type of anime, because her actually jumping to the first name thing is kind of a big deal, at least in Japan, from what it seems like to me. And as far as plot, the plot was standard for any kind of basically horror type anime. Which this is. It may not seem like an average horror because it's not all like nudie and focused up on sex and shit, but as far as harm goes, it did a pretty good plot. And overall, plot progression, character progression, and animation, the animation was good. So overall, this episode, it didn't really hit home with me because it was still kind of lackluster. But everything else was pretty much perfect, so I'll have to give this episode a 9 out of 10. Thanks, guys. Peace.